I'm at REIT Week 2010 in Chicago, and I'm joined by Michael Glimcher, Chairman and CEO of Glimcher Realty Trust. Michael, when we spoke in November, you were cautiously optimistic about where fundamentals were headed. How do you feel now?
I would say at this point I feel a lot more optimistic because when I look at fundamentals, for example, the first quarter of this year, releasing spreads, positive 11% versus flat the first quarter of last year. We trended positive 4% for the year last year. Deal activity was up about 40% in the first quarter of this year. So I think I'll be optimistic. The market itself is cautious enough that I can be the optimistic one, I think.
And we've heard a lot about struggles among retailers. Have you seen any change in the type of tenants you're seeing in your malls?
It's interesting that you'd say that. The first quarter we saw no bankruptcies in the national tenants, which is maybe the first time I've seen that happen in the first quarter in my career, interestingly. Additionally, the balance sheets of the retailers that we do business with are so much stronger than they've ever been. They manage inventory very tightly. They improve gross margin. So we're feeling really good about the retailer community, and we think they've really responded well to this crisis.
And did the credit crisis change the way that you run the company or the way that you look at the use of debt?
I think at the asset level we've always been incredibly prudent, as evidenced. We did 2 refinancings this year, and we actually pulled additional proceeds out and are still sitting at 60-65% loan to value. So at the asset level, I really think we were at the right place. I think where we made the mistake is we drew our line of credit up considerably, and we used it rather than a revolving source of credit as a more permanent source of credit. Going forward, we won't use it that way, and I think we've learned a lot from that.
And also, hearkening back to our November conversation, you talked about the advantages of joint venture deals. Is that something you expect to do more of?
I hope to grow the relationship we formed with the Blackstone Group. We now closed it here in the first quarter. We have 2 assets under management with them, our Lloyd Center and our West Shore Plaza, and we're actively looking at new opportunities with them. So hopefully sometime throughout the year we'll be able to announce new opportunities.
And the core focus of REIT Week obviously is you meeting with shareholders. What's the most common question that you're getting asked these days?
It's interesting. Last year there was a lot of discussion about defense and where are you going and how are you going to improve your balance sheet. This year I'd say it's quite different, and people are really talking about offense and how are you going to grow your business, which to me is a huge swing and a great positive.
Great. Well, Michael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
For REIT.com, I'm Matt Bishar.